I've had a lot of questions about how does this class work? How does the online class work? So let me show you a little bit about where things are, okay? Every week I'm going to put an announcement here. And so you'll see a new announcement. You can click on that and it'll tell you essentially what we're going to do this week. So in this case I told you about the assignments, and I gave you a link to the syllabus. I didn't give you a link to the lecture because at the time I posted this I didn't have the lecture up. But most of the content is on the left side of the screen here. Now it's possible that you can hide that, and sometimes when people log in the first time that's hidden. There's this caret-shaped object here that you click, you can hide or unhide this toolbar, and when it's hidden it can be very hard to find things. So I added a link to the lecture here. I made that visible to you guys. You can click there and you'll have access to the lecture content. And each week there'll be a new folder will appear, and it'll be a mix of some YouTube videos, some professional, some that I made. And I'll make different types of YouTube videos, not just me in the corner like here with the screen. I'll do some other more fancy ones, I hope. And the lecture will usually be typed out in a PDF. If you want, I can make it a Word file for you too. But it's not a fancy HTML format, because I work on these up until the very last minute and try to incorporate the latest news. And I'm more worried about content than appearance. If from feedback I get throughout the week, I modify the lectures. Nothing is static because the world is changing rapidly. The videos should be easy. You just click on it and it should play automatically, and so it should be easy. If you can't hear the volume or something, let me know and I'll make sure we do it differently next time. But generally, anything that I'm going to test you on, anything that's important, is going to be in the typed lecture, the written lecture. So the written lecture is really the key to this course. The supplementary readings are also very valuable. It's where you're going to learn a lot of things, and I'll try to incorporate what I think are the key points of the supplementary readings in the week's lecture. But sometimes you learn more by actually reading those articles. So if you click on the readings tab, each week you'll see another folder with those readings inside, and there'll all be PDFs of articles or PDFs of book chapters, and whether you read on the screen or print it out is up to you. But I think this is all very recent and relevant information. We don't have a textbook because most textbooks are written at the undergraduate level. Almost nothing is really, at least that covers the breadth of what is gerontology, I think does a great job at the graduate level. So I incorporate some information from textbooks, some from the most recent articles, and some from the expertise of the people in the class, because we are our best experts, I think, as far as what we want to learn. There may be more articles than originally appeared on the syllabus. I'm constantly reading new things and hearing about something that was recently published. So it's a very dynamic course, and things will modify a little bit over the course of the semester as the field develops. So basically every week I want you to look what's under the readings for that week, and if there's any particular assignment, like next week we have an assignment using census data. I'll put the instructions for that under this assignment section, and I'll make sure there's a link to that in the announcement section, and I'll also do a video explanation of that because it's a fairly complicated exercise. And so basically you have readings, assignments, and a lecture. The discussion, we may vary it up each week. Blackboard has this built-in discussion board that I think is fairly ugly. It can be a little bit confusing sometimes. I used a different version of the discussion board in some classes. I tried this blog form. I hope it's a little bit more bright and interesting than the standard discussion board that other classes use. Love to have your feedback on that. And so this week we'll just use the discussion board. I created a link called Self-Introductions. Next week I may begin this radio show where I'll ask a question and ask you to call in. And you can call in either to my office phone and leave a voicemail, or you can call into my Skype. I have a special software that it's a voicemail for Skype, and it can record the voicemails for me, and I can make a video of those recordings and lead discussion verbally. This is an asynchronous course, so we don't need to be online at the same time, and that way you can leave your verbal comment at your leisure, and I will comment back verbally in either audio or video format. All right, so we'll try to make this interesting and as engaging as possible.